Welcome to the Sports Minute. If you liked the video this morning, please comment and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560 here on YouTube. Saturday night, it's going to be the Heisman Trophy ceremony. And I'm going to be honest with you. In my 65 years, I've seen a lot of great football players win this award. And I've seen a lot of great football players in college football, from Walter Payton to Jerry Rice to Joe Street Gilliam to Eldridge Dickey that's played that I've seen up close and personal. When I was at the University of Arkansas back in the late 70s, early 80s, I saw the great Erie Dickerson. And I saw what Barry Sanders done at Oklahoma State and Billy Sims done at Oklahoma. But I'm going to be honest, in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like what has happened with this player right here. This gentleman stood this past summer at the SEC Media Days and said that Vanderbilt University boasts to be on top in the SEC, and said he was one of the best players in the country, and he did not bag from that smoke. Then the gentleman went on and had an outstanding year where he led the SEC in total offense, 3,100 yards in the air throwing the football, 27 touchdowns, 826 yards rushing, and 9 touchdowns. And I kept saying, is this real? At Vanderbilt? At Vanderbilt? No disrespect, but Vanderbilt has not had a lot of success in winning football games. They've had some great players from Wayman Buggs, Whip Taylor, Jay Cutler, Dennis Harrison, Steve Sloan, their head coach Leonard Coleman. But Vanderbilt, known for top-level academics, I never thought I'd see a football player to bring that program to the level it's at right now. And the gentleman came out of the transfer portal. And I hate to say this, I'm a big fan of Fernando Mendoza at Indiana. I did a video a couple of nights ago, and I said he should win the Heisman Trophy. But I had to go back and do a lot of praying and a lot of thinking. And I went back and I said, man, I went back and thought about all the great football players that I've seen up close and personal. Jerry Rice when he was a sophomore at Mississippi Valley State. Walter Payton when he was a senior at Jackson State. Joe Gilliam when he was a senior at Tennessee State. Eldridge Dickey when I was 6 years old at Tennessee State. Tennessee State is located in Nashville, Tennessee, when Vanderbilt is located. How is God don't make mistake in these plans? But the thing about what's so amazing, Digeo Pavia is the best football player in the country. It's no question about it. He is, the best football player in the country. When you talk about leadership, when you talk about going into a school that has not won a lot of football games, you got to think about what that young man has done. And really, I put my stamp on him being the best football player in the country and maybe one of the best top 10 football players all time in college football is what he did when he went into Knoxville doing that day in Thanksgiving Day. Unbelievable. 268 yards pass and another, let me look at the stat, another 165 on the ground, 433 yards total. He was not going to let Vanderbilt lose that football game against their arch rival, the Tennessee Volunteers, in Neyland Stadium. And I think about him from a leadership standpoint. I just can't get out of my mind. He was at SEC Media Days, and he said, hey, the win over Alabama was no fluke. We expect to be here. We expect to be ranked and challenged for national championships. Man, this gentleman was saying this at Vanderbilt University, a school that produced millionaires. That's why God is good, baby. And in my lifetime of 65 years, I don't think I've ever seen a football player as so special as Digeo Pavia. And then hear about his story. His mother being a nurse and raising, I believe, 4 kids. He didn't grow up with a spoon in his mouth. And this gentleman has the leadership, as I just mentioning, of some other great quarterbacks that played on his college level. Jerry Taggy, Nebraska. Joe Montana, Notre Dame. Buck Bellew, Georgia. Homer Jordan, Clemson. Paul McDonald, USC. Tommy Frazier, Nebraska. And Rex Kern, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Digeo Pavia, you join that list right there. Some of the greatest players that's played under center and won a national championship. And I'm going to say this before I go to work today. He should win the Heisman tomorrow night in New York City. And he should be able to wear that chinchilla coat that Joe Namath wore when he won Super Bowl III. He is a very special football player and a person, man. And I'm glad that I'm alive to see him play. I'm going to be honest with you. He gets my juices flowing like when O.J. Simpson did at SC back in the 60s, baby. And when Tony Dorsett did it back at Pittsburgh in the 70s. And Herschel Walker when he did it in the 80s at the University of Georgia. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560 here, YouTube. Wow. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Digeo Pavia, quarterback, Vanderbilt University. Greatness, the most exciting football player in the 2025 college football season. Y'all be blessed.